Oh, hey, you caught me in the middle of one of my favorite books, Night, which is a book that, by chance, you will actually be reading. You're going to start reading Night, and so I wanted to give you some background information so you can get a little idea of what it's going to be about before you start reading. Night is by Elie Wiesel, and it is an autobiography, or a true story of his life. However, it seems very fictitious because it's very well written word-wise, and a lot of people don't believe it's true, but it is a true story. It is about his 3.5 years in concentration camps during World War II. He was just over 18 years old, I believe, when it started the book, and he and his family lived in Poland. He was born in Transylvania, but was transported to Poland to be in the ghettos, and then into the first concentration camp he went to, and then eventually he was moved to Auschwitz, which is the most famous and also most heinous concentration camp, and then he does get transferred to Buchenwald as well. But this gives you an account of what it would be like to be in those concentration camps. We've all heard of the concentration camps, we've heard of the Holocaust, but sometimes we don't necessarily grasp how awful they were. And that's why I selected this book for you guys to read, to get it's very well written, and it puts you in the mind of Elie Wiesel. Now in the book, he names himself Eliezer, or Eliezer, some people say, but it's actually him. He just changed his name to make it seem more fictitious. He is the main character. His father's in here. We meet a couple other people, Moshe the Beetle, and a couple of their friends, but we meet his mother and sisters, but they're not in the book for very long. And we find out what happens in Ellie's life. And so that is, in a nutshell, what the information you need to get started. I'm going to warn you, it is graphic. It is sad. Some people have cried while reading this book because it is very descriptive and doesn't hold a lot back. So be prepared for that, but I think in the end you will really be glad that you read this book. So that, in a nutshell, is what you need to know to begin reading Night. Enjoy!